Kim Kardashian is proving that in the future, men are replaceable and completely unnecessary. In a new steamy photo shoot for Perfect magazine, she is posing in suggestive, intimate ways with her Optimus Tesla robot once again. Only a few months ago, she got her Optimus and started posting it all over Instagram, making little heart hands with it, sitting in its lap, going on date night. She has a robot boyfriend. She has the hots for a robot.
What did I say before this?
There they are, cuddling on the beach.
I said before this segment started, before we went live today, I said she fashions herself an artist who is making some type of social commentary about technofuturism and the disposability of men.
Yeah.
And in her inner circle, she is lauded, I am sure, as being a very, very intelligent woman.
Show the cover.
Yeah. The magazine cover. It's this one here.
This was the concept behind the whole thing. She's living in luxury with her robot man.
I mean, I find the commentary on robotics and stuff to be funny. I find the idea that her being supportive of Tesla makes her a Nazi to be absolutely insane.
Well, we haven't even gotten there yet, but some people were very upset to see Kim Kardashian inadvertently promoting a Tesla product because it benefits Elon Musk.
Well, there's this this carousel.
Yeah, there she is with her Cybertruck and everything. She's been driving a Cybertruck since they first came out. She's obsessed with them. It's her aesthetic to a T, even if she doesn't care for Elon Musk. This is completely her thing. But yeah, this is what she's done with her brand. She wants a robot husband because Kanye is just too difficult to deal with. Well, it's too unpredictable.
As we've discussed before, if any group of people would show you to believe that men are disposable, it's the Kardashians, given that they don't even kind of like how rich executives and CEOs would kind of, or Hollywood men would get divorced every so often and remarry. They basically treat men like leases. They just lease the men and then send them off into the wild.
I'm seeing a lot of people reposting the headline, "Women will be having more sex with robots than men by 2025.
I remember that.
Here we are. It's 2025, and I wouldn't say we're there yet, but Kim Kardashian is trying to get us one step closer. Here were some of the comments. Timing is everything. This was terrible timing and insensitive from a longtime fan, but expected more given your stance and the great reform work you do.
Okay, remember that when somebody says, I usually agree with you, but this ain't it, sincerely a fan, that's a bludgeon.
It's always as a fan.
As a fan, it's a bludgeon. It's like the person who says, big yikes, or the person who says, this ain't it. If their whole first impression is to tell you how much they normally like you, it's a social tool used to get you to change your behavior.
Like you?
It's actually one of the reasons I think that we have evolved to become so contrarian and so unteachable in a lot of ways. Like, we won't change it. We dig our heels in because it's very hard to discern between honest critique and somebody who just wants to get you to change your opinion because you have one thing that they disagree with you on. It's a byproduct of the internet making us closer to people we'll never meet in the world than the people we actually know. The yikes, I don't know if this is a good idea, is probably going to mean more when it comes from somebody you know. And even then, a lot of people in this day and age are like, look, I am who I am. I'm not going to change.
Well, they're taking a parental tone that's like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, Kim.
I wonder if the robot talks like this.
I hope not.
Alpha
That's
5.
Awful.
It's Alpha 5 from, what do you call it? From Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness, Zordon.
Awful. Another comment said, Kim is so weird. This is a clear message about where she and that family stands. I hope people never forget this shit.
What do you mean it's a clear...
And they continued.
It's a clear... What does that mean? It's not
This is
clear.
the further explanation. Musk is over here trying to cut Medicaid and saying you don't deserve any benefits for the tax money you've been paying on your paycheck. And here this effing bitch goes with one of his robots. Stop wearing Skims and stop watching their effing show. These people hate y'all. A reply said, the fact that you thought the Kardashians stood anywhere else, it's really nothing for us to remember. We knew. And then this person replied, I have never supported this white woman. I don't have to clap you MFers in my mentions.
She's, yeah. No, just none
So
of
this
that.
is a sign, according to this person on Twitter, that the Kardashian family is worthy of boycott.
Yeah.
Because they are supporting Elon Musk tacitly.
And is
by
the
owning
idea
Tesla
that
products.
Elon Musk trying to find government wasteful spending is akin to us cutting Medicare and Medicaid?
I don't think that was ever floated,
No.
but I haven't paid close attention like you do.
They've done a very good job of psyoping the public into everybody watched the video last week where Obama was launching his own version of Doge with Joe Biden in charge, saying we have too much wasteful government spending. But Musk derangement syndrome is a real thing, and we're not even talking about Mary's Musk derangement syndrome. We're talking about corpo approved Musk derangement syndrome. But the one of the number one ways that they've fearmongered against Republicans for years is they're coming for your Social Security and they're coming for your Medicaid, despite the fact that that's like those entitlement. That's like the number one and number two way that our why we're in the debt that we are. The black budget pales in comparison to what we spend on Medicare or on Medicaid and on Social Security. But I'm not looking for any of these people to give me rational thoughts, nor does any of that explain to me why he's a Nazi.
Right.
Those are incongruous.
They're calling her KK Kardashian. Get it? Kim KKK.
Look, me and Mary...
Frenzied fans dub Kim Kardashian a Nazi for posing with a Cybertruck.
Me and Mary both have a healthy skepticism of Elon Musk, and I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to have is a certain level of skepticism. But what this is the hate boner version of stan culture, where instead of loving everything a person does, you hate everything a person does, which is equally as cringy.
More comments. What's next? The salute.
Yeah.
So they're expecting Kim Kardashian to start Sieg Heiling any minute now. Cybertrucks do have more rights than women these days. That's something that actually came from someone's deranged mind.
Somebody else.
Oh, you're in the cult. Kim KK Kardashian strikes again. Nazi alert, Nazi alert. Now Kim Ye makes sense.
Somebody else who had a strong opinion on this was known philosopher and intelligent woman Mia Khalifa, who took issue.
She added in, she piled on. Mia Khalifa said, Kim Kardashian is a Nazi bird-brained billionaire, and if she ever read this, she'd probably smile at being called a billionaire and ignore the rest because she's a bird.
I want to remind everyone that they've turned billionaire into an other, and it's being used as a way to ramp up and justify violence. If you think I'm being hyperbolic, I'm not. They have turned that term into something where the reason Luigi Mangione exists is because they've turned billionaire into a weapon, a slur. And the sad fact is, much to Bill Burr's chagrin, which he'll probably have to worry about one day, is that it doesn't matter if you're actually a billionaire. The problem is he worked for billionaires. The guy that got killed, the UHC guy, he wasn't a billionaire. He was a dude who was worth barely more than Bill Burr. Yet Bill Burr is like, yeah, go ahead.
Right.
And justified violence. That's insane.
And he's allowed to say that on public forums.
And it's not like Mia Khalifa is hurting for money. I'm sure that her being, I'm guessing, a millionaire is perfectly fine as long as you're not a billionaire with a B. Just like Bernie Sanders. Remember? It was the millionaires and the billionaires. But then once he became a millionaire, it was suddenly just the billionaires. These people are the have-nots. And they're the haves and the have-nots, because a lot of them have plenty, who egg on the have-nots to do awful things because they're evil and they're radicalized.
Yeah, not that I feel strongly about defending Kim Kardashian's honor or anything, right? It's not like she's some kind of paragon of virtue.
No, that's not. But the thing is like
they're accusing her of shit that she didn't even do.
Talked plenty about like the idea like there's plenty that you can criticize people about without stuff that's not real or fake. Then why bother?
Yeah.
But that's because this is the easiest narrative to parrot. It's like I saw the thing the other day.
This is probably why Kim Kardashian is never going to listen to constructive criticism about anything she does, because she's just going to place it all in the same bucket.
And for the people that don't like her, you're throwing the baby out with the bathwater because she's done plenty for prison reform. They love getting people out of prison.
Well, I don't, but
I'm saying no.
If they love that, that's cool.
But I'm saying no. I'm saying not Kim Kardashian. I'm saying the people that are criticizing her also don't think that most people should be in prison unless you're probably straight white men. They probably love it when straight white men go to prison. But in general, they're very critical of the prison system. Look, there's plenty to criticize about for-profit prisons, but there is a difference between prison reform to get out people who were nonviolent offenders that sold weed 20 years ago, and then the people that are just saying that we should just open the prisons. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not. There are plenty of people who don't believe in modern prisons in general. And they're just a couple of degrees to the farther left than these people, but they're all in the same boat.
Another one said, this is Marie Antoinette vibes mixed with Ava Braun.
The hyperbole will never end. It's like when you see those pictures, when they post the pictures of the white family and they say this is giving Nazi vibes.
I've heard it all.
Yeah.
I've truly heard it all.
It's all very, very depressing and sad that all of these people are this radicalized.
I don't like the aesthetic of the photo shoot that she did for my own reasons, which I think are coherent. I don't like that she is sexualizing this robot, that she is normalizing the idea or the appeal of having an intimate relationship with an inanimate object.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be some kind of new sexy status symbol.
Yeah.
I find that incredibly disturbing. It's one step closer to a transhumanist future.
I was going to ask if it was more the transhumanism of it.
Yeah, as you fall in love with this humanoid form, you also want to be like it, and you want to enhance your human form into something more akin to the robot. And something about just the natural human form is seen as flawed and in need of technology to perfect it.
All of that is
death can be cheated. All of these ideas are kind of wrapped up into this stupid artsy fartsy packaging that's on a magazine cover for now, but it is only a matter of time before you do see this thing in real life, maybe accompanying people in public spaces, and you're going to be expected to keep your mouth shut in the name of etiquette and civility. I don't want to live in that world.
Your critique is far more nuanced and reasoned, but far less clickable on the internet, where identity politics tend to be the things that get you the easiest engagement. Now, I'm not saying that these people were doing it necessarily because of engagement. I think most of them are true believers. I do, but it's just probably not as interesting to the person who's not politically radicalized. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.